Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Felicity. Today I'm going to do a review on Tarot Mucha, published by Los Galabeo. This deck comes under the category of the Art Nouveau genre, and this genre was popular during the end of 19th century to early 20th century. And Art Nouveau period is when artists got inspired by nature and cooperate the organic forms of the plants into their artworks. So in this deck you can find a lot of flowers, fruits, as well as people dressing in Arabic clothing and also Bohemian style clothing. Maybe some of you may compare this deck with Tarot Art Nouveau deck published by the same company. And personally, I don't have Art Nouveau deck. I have taken a look into the images of those cards, and I find that for beginners it is better to stick with the Tarot Mucha if you like the Art Nouveau style painting. It is because Tarot Mucha is closely following the traditional Rider-Waite system, and there are a lot of symbols that can help beginners to understand the interpretation of their cards from the traditional Rider-Waite system. And this deck comes with a study box here, and all the cards fit nicely into the box. Normally I just keep all the decks in their original box. And it also comes with the colorful booklet. It's very different from the standard booklets, black and white booklet from the Los Galabeo. And the card is slightly wider than the tarot decks published by Los Galabeo. So the first card is the standard size of the decks by Los Galabeo, and this one is slightly larger. And so if you like the Art Nouveau style, and if you are a beginner, I strongly recommend this deck because it's got a lot of symbols that help you to learn the Rider-Waite system. Now let's take a look at some of my favorite cards from this deck. Here we have the Fool card, and it's really upbeat, and it's got the cheerful atmosphere and energy surrounding this card. But what draws my attention is the tongue of the dog sticking out, and this dog is looking at the lady, and I think that it reminds us beware of the strong passion and lust of the energy surrounding the persona. And we can see this lady is stepping on her own skirt, and also it reminds us, okay, even though everything is bright, everything is upbeat, we have to beware of the danger and obstacles that are lying ahead of us. And the second card is, second of my favorite, is the Emperor's card. This is a very serious with a stern face. This Emperor's got serious face, and we can see the gesture of him. We can almost draw a line from left hand to the right hand. It tells us this is a very balanced emperor, and also you can bet that this emperor will deal things fairly. It is fair dealing. This is a strength card. In a traditional Rider-Waite, we can see a young maiden trying to tame the lion by gently opening the jaw of the lion. But here we can see the maiden is rubbing head with the lion, so they become friends already. And here we've got Wheel of Fortune. And when I see this windmill, I immediately think about Holland, and it reminds me of Holland. And here we have the hourglass and the dice here. Maybe it says it's going around the cycle, and with time comes and goes, and so there are things change. Maybe fate will change, and maybe luck will change also. And here we have the Death card. And what draws my attention is here at the corner. Here we can see hyperthorn, a hyperthorn, and also it is a pope here under the tree. Maybe it reminds us to have faith even though in the darkest time of our life. Here you can see, you know that the sun is rising, and with the dark period gone, and we will see the sunlight very soon. It's a transformation, and also after death there's a rebirth. So we can keep the faith even though in our darkest time. And here we have the Devil's card, and normally Devil is very scary card, but here it depicts an attractive lady, and on each of her hand she's holding one male and another is female. And it reminds us that it looks like the lover got separated by the devil. And maybe it reminds us sometimes separation is good. When something gets too hard, maybe it is time to have a little break. Not just focus on the lustful feeling, not just focus on physical. Maybe it is time to meditate and to pull our weight from passion, just cool our head a bit. And also there are cards. The Suit card is quite interesting. Here it is the Knight of Cup. And here it depicts a young teenage boy holding one very important thing. This is the emotion that he is holding on to, and he's very careful. When the horse is crossing the river, he's very careful with the grail on his hand. This one is very sensitive, and also is very sensitive, and also is very careful with his own emotion. Here we've got 7 of Wands, and this character, by looking at the dress, the trousers, the pants that he's wearing, it immediately reminds me of someone who is practicing Kung Fu. Usually, in Seven of Wands, we can see someone who is trying to fight against all the other wands. But here, he's not in a hurry. He's just practicing his own skill, and he put a lot of hard work in perfecting his own skills before he strikes. And this is the page of Pentacle. We can see here this character is dressing in Arabic clothing, and the Pentacles usually is with the earthly tone. And this is the Knight of Swords. And what is so interesting is that he's got a ring. He's got ring on his head. And also, look at the mask. It looks like he's a little bit evil, or maybe he's a angry-driven knight. And even the horse is more sensitive, more emotional than him. Hope you enjoyed my video, and thank you very much for watching. See you next time.